start with number 5 and Kevin Martin, who had a breakout game in the month of March where he would score, Jerry, 48 points.
Well, Kevin Martin, that was just a true breakout game. We know he's had a lot of these before, but this almost got him to that unbelievable 50 mark. Kevin Martin made shots of every variety possible, and you see 48 points against the Timberwolves. That was the career high to this date.
All right, let's go to number 4, and we're talking about 2020, not once but twice for Brad Miller.
Well, boy, Brad Miller just had a terrific year this year, kind of got back to where Brad Miller's used to being, and this really capped it off in almost back-to-back games. But when you can score 20 points and get 20 rebounds twice within a couple of week period, that is a spectacular effort, and Brad Miller does it 2 times, 2020 on January 30th, also February 2nd.
Absolutely. All right, let's move along to number 3. Big shots, game-winning shots. And we start with Francisco Garcia at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. That 3 gave Sacramento the victory. Yes, indeed. And there would be many more of those for the Kings. And here's another one at Memphis with the Kings down 1. Cisco's 3 from the corner, and he wins it for Sacramento. A couple of buzzer beaters for Garcia. Mr. Big Shot again December 18th and then January 10th. All right, Jerry, let's get to number 2. A lot of big wins on the home floor against some of the elite teams in the league.
Really, this team coming back and establishing itself on the home court. And the way you do that is not just win games, but win games against the very best and elite teams in the NBA. The Kings were able to do that against teams like the Spurs, the Detroit Pistons, the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, you name it, the Kings took them all on and were able to get the huge wins on a reasonably consistent basis.
Absolutely, and John Salmons, that big shot there against the Dallas Mavericks. And when you look at the Kings' record at home, 26-15 and 10 home wins versus the top 10 teams in the NBA. All right, that's at home. What about number 1? How about the big road victories? And we start in Motown against the Detroit Pistons.
Well, that's really when you know you're really starting to come of age and learn yourself as a team. When you can go on the road and beat elite teams, the Kings did that in Detroit. Certainly one of the elite teams in the league, East or West. And of course then against the Lakers down here in just a recent past, able to get a win against Kobe Bryant and the young men, and a huge win. So when you can beat these kind of teams, that is spectacular.
Well, it sure is. And hopefully, you know, there will be a moment tonight that would surpass those top 5 because, of course, Jerry, the last time the Kings were here at the Staples Center